Scout attention. Scout salute. Those not in uniform, place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2.
Scout sign. Scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty for God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, and to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout law. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Thank you to Molly and Grady Bewin from Troop 766 for that great virtual opening to our meeting tonight. I'd like to issue a challenge to the rest of you at home that have kids that are in scouting, and we'd like to see your versions of an opening, flag ceremony, and the Scout Oath and Law. And if you can send those to Jackson.Wright at the office. We have a lot of different virtual meetings that we're having right now, and we'd love to showcase some of our scouts at home. I'd like to check in with all of you right now with everything that's going on in our world. Obviously, things are changing with the COVID-19 pandemic that is going on. And we just wanted to take this time to check in with you, our units, and our leaders and our families to see how you're doing and to let you know that we are here, we're thinking of you, and we are keeping the council up and running and trying to support you in the best ways that we can during this pandemic. And just wanted to make sure that you are aware of some of the things that are happening. First of all, as most of you probably know, like a lot of organizations, we have decided to close both our office and our camp to the public for now. Until the social distancing requirements or recommendations are lifted, we will be closed, and we'll be keeping you updated on that on our website and our Facebook, as will most of the information that I'm going to be discussing tonight. So make sure that you're checking back there and following us on Facebook to stay up to date with all of these notices. All of the Hawkeye Area Council staff are working. Several are working remotely in their home, and we have a few support staff members that are interchangeably coming into the office. So we are making sure that all of our messages and voicemails and mail that's coming into the office is being checked and dealt with on a daily basis. At the unit level for scouting, we have a lot of different resources to help you and parents and other families at home that you're working with. There is a council resource page that is Scouting for Home on our website. And if you go there, we have placed lots of different links to both our resources in our own council, and also linked to the national resources and other councils from all over the nation. There are several different councils that have come up with different online challenges. They have offered merit badge classes. They're continuing to come up with different activities that you can do virtually and with the other people in your council, and also all over the United States, which is kind of neat to see. Our own Hawkeye Area Council's new program director, Sam.mayne, created the Hawkeye Area Council 30-Day Challenge. And as of right now, over 160,000 people across the United States have taken advantage of that challenge. So I would encourage you to look at it as well if you haven't. They're based on the Cub Scout ranks and are just some fun things that you can do at home. And I'd also encourage you to share those with friends, even if they aren't in scouting. Every parent right now who's working at home and also trying to be a teacher and a full-time cook and everything else that is going on at home is looking for things to do. So if scouting can provide some of those resources, especially at the Cub Scout level, that are a little bit easier to just do at home, I'd encourage you to share those with other families as well to try and help them out. We're also looking at doing a council campout. That's one of the things that you'll see a lot of councils around us have started doing, and a lot of them are doing just weeknight activities and encouraging people to pop a tent in their backyard or potentially build a fort in the basement at the Cub Scout level, depending on the weather and what that might look like. Just to let you know, we are doing that, and more information will be coming. But it will probably just do a weeknight and have some fun, easy to do at home activities that would go with that, just to stay connected as a council and as a group and in scouting. We know that a lot of you are taking advantage of the Zoom meetings, and some of you are meeting as den and troops and patrols, and we love to see that type of activity and to keep that happening and making sure that rank advancements and other advancements are happening. So to encourage you to do that, if you don't know how to use the Zoom functions that we're all learning, I've become much better at it than I was a week ago at this time, but it's pretty easy to use, and if I can figure it out, I promise you that you can. But we have links to how to do that and where to do that on our Scouting for Home website as well. Other things that we're doing at the council level that we're creating, and we're working on getting more and more of these scheduled as we can. We are going to have an online den meeting that Jackson.Wright, our OCVDE, is working on, and he's hoping to post one of those each week. Those are based on our Scout Reach activities, and really our activities designed for all ages of Cub Scouts. They're not for a specific rank, but they're just some fun things that you can do at home. And so we're going to be trying to post one of those every week. Crew 2000 is hosting an online radio merit badge, and information about that class and how to register for it has been put on the website. We have scheduled an online learning experience at Hoves Grove Orchard, which is at our very own Howard H. Cherry Scout Reservation, next Wednesday at 1:00 p.m., April 8th. Ranger Josh out at camp will be walking through the orchard and educating everyone on that. Roundtable meetings. Tonight was just really kind of the update announcements part of your roundtable that you normally have. If we have to continue doing this moving forward, most of these roundtable models will probably be happening at the district level, as well as district committee meetings, some of our other council committee meetings. We're encouraging all of those to happen online and using the Zoom model. And if you do have a meeting that is going to go longer than 40 minutes, we do have the potential to use our council account for that, as long as everybody's not using it at the same time. So contact your DE about that if that's something that you might need. The other thing I wanted to let everyone know about is the new guidelines for advancement extensions. We have the ability for those who are potentially turning 18 and are working on their Eagle Scout, or also any of the other grade levels. There's some resources on the Scouting from Home page, and if you look at that link, it specifies exactly what you need to do in order to do those advancements. For the Eagle Scout Award, we do have a few people that fall into that category that have contacted me already. So if you look ahead and see if you have anyone that's going to fall into that situation where they're going to be turning 18 before they're going to have a chance to do their Eagle project, now is the time to look at that link online and then contact me. Between myself and our council advancement committee, we will make sure and work with you on those extensions so that everyone can continue to earn their advancements and not be penalized because of this situation. The last thing is merit badge counselors. There's a lot of different rank advancements and things going on, and people working on merit badges as well. So right now, if you need to process a merit badge counselor application, just make sure to email those to Tammy at the office, and she will get them approved and then email back when they've been approved. And we're trying to keep that process moving as quickly as possible for you so you can continue to work on those. One of the topics that I've had a lot of questions on has been our council camps for the summer. There's been several different meetings on this topic, both with our local leaders, the Iowa Scout executives in our state, and also at the national level as to the people who are running all of the programs and certifying all the camps for the Boy Scouts across the nation. We are following their lead and guidelines. Currently, the CDC recommendation for no groups of 50 or more meeting date is May 11th. So right now we are moving forward and assuming that we're going to hold all of our camps. And our camp team, I can tell you, is very excited. They've been working very hard to provide a great camp for you this summer, and they're looking forward to it. And I know all of us are really looking forward to getting outside and having a great summer at camp. So as long as that deadline, as that date doesn't get moved by the CDC, we are moving forward with camp. And we want to make sure that we prepare properly for you. So we really need to get your registrations in. I've had lots of questions about refunds. Of course, if that deadline and date does get moved by the CDC, we will follow all of the recommended guidelines and we will change things accordingly if we have to. If that doesn't get moved, we're going to move forward. And even if it does get extended a little bit, we are still going to do whatever we can within those guidelines. If for some reason we can't hold camp, then we will refund everyone a full refund. And so if that's what's holding you back from putting in your camp registration, please don't worry about that part. We will refund you if we have to cancel camp. But right now we are not planning on canceling. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that we have a fantastic summer and a fantastic program for you and your kids. As you know, there's a lot of issues going on right now that can complicate the way that we get our program supplies. So it's going to take maybe a little longer than it normally does. So the sooner we have good numbers for camp that we can base our orders off of, the better. So go ahead and do that for both Cub Scout and Scouts BSA camps, please. You can reassure your parents. Obviously, safety is a huge thing with the Boy Scouts, and we will continue to make sure that all of our youth are safe at all the camps that we have. We're looking into extra precautions to make sure that the health and safety of our kids is #1 priority at camp. And we will be following all the guidelines from, again, the CDC and everyone else. That's our #1 priority, is making sure the kids are going to be safe. So, and now I'm going to turn it over to one of our newer staff members that some of you may not have even had the chance to meet yet. Her name is Sam.mayne, and she comes to us from Waterloo. She was the education director for the Grout Museum in Waterloo, and she started with us about a week before we closed the office. So she's had a few weeks to get under her belt, but she has hit the ground running. For any of you that saw the Hawkeye Area 30-day challenge, Sam was the one who came up with that, and she was one of the first in the country to do that, and which is what led to us having over 160,000 hits on that from councils all over the country who shared that website or that link with all of their families. So Sam is working hard on camp and all of our summer programs, and she has a lot of experience in this area, and she's really excited about meeting all of you this summer. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Sam to give you some more updates about camp.
Hi, my name is Sam.mayne, and I'm the new programming director for the Hawkeye Area Council. I snuck outside to get a little bit of sunshine. I've been cooped up for a while just like you have, but the one thing that's keeping me going is knowing that camp starts in just a couple of months. And I look forward to seeing all of you at the Howard H. Cherry Scout Reservation with all of the different programs and activities that we have to offer. Our family camps this year, by popular demand, are being offered in 1-night and 2-night sessions. More information is available on our website. Personally, I am super excited for our Cub Scout adventure camps. These 3-day, 2-night opportunities are a great way to get your requirements in while still trying out everything that camp has to offer, including climbing, BB guns, slingshots, campfires, canoeing, swimming. Honestly, you could spend your summer playing video games inside, but haven't you done enough of that already? Also coming up this summer, we have got our Scouts BSA weeks. Lots of rooms still available. Make sure you get your registrations in early. We have a couple of dates that need to be updated on your calendars. Our final date for payment has been updated to April 30th, and April 30th is also the day that Merit Badge sign-up opens. So get that adjusted. We also have extended our sale of activity cards to end on June 15th. Any updates can be found on our website. I look forward to seeing all of you at camp this summer. Bye!
Lastly, I just wanted to let everyone know there are a few specific cancellations, again, having to do with that May 11th date. We will need to cancel the Popcorn Challenge Day. So for any of the units that qualified for that, we will be rescheduling it. But again, with the current unknowns that we're dealing with this situation, we're not quite ready to schedule another date. STEM activities have all been rescheduled to fall dates, and again, you'll be getting those dates as soon as we have them. Other than that, we really just want to make sure you guys have the resources that you need to continue scouting at home. If you can think of any ideas or best practices, I know that units are doing a lot of different activities out there. I've been just really excited to see all of the scouting that's happening in the Hawkeye Area Council, and we would love to share best practices with other units. If you have something that's worked really well, or you found that has really gotten your parents and kids engaged, please share those with us as much as possible. And again, there will be contact information, a slide at the end of this presentation, but let us know, email those to us so we can share them with everyone else, because we're all in this together. We're all looking for the best ways to get through these next couple months and make sure that scouting stays alive in the Hawkeye Area Council. And we can do that because of you and the dedication of your leaders and parents and families. And we wish you the best.